Thanks for tuning in. I'm out here on a chilly morning. It's a little warmer than it has been in the mornings. It's 38, 40 degrees, something like that. So stay tuned. We'll see if we can come up with a fish or two. I'm back in a creek and it's just loaded with bait. So make sure to watch future episodes because they'll be just loaded with stripers here any day now. There we go. Hey now. That's quality. That's a nice one. On the old homemade worm. First fish of the day is a solid, that's pound and a half, maybe 2 pounds. Nice fish. Awesome. Very, very subtle bite. Boy, my hands are cold. Wow. There we go. Hey, looky here. It's a nice surprise catch. Let go of my feathers. Big old white bass. Love it. I really enjoy catching the white bass. That's a nice little bonus. Pound and a half spot. Whoa. Just throwing my little homemade hair jig here. It's turned into a bit of a finesse fishing day so far, but I'll take that all day long. Holy smokes, there's a lot of fish on my fish finder. Alright, I'm not really seeing what I want to see on my fish finder, so I think I'm going to pick up and move to a new area. What do I have here? That's got to be 2.5 pound spotted bass right there on my little homemade hair jig. Beautiful. Whew. Take my gloves off. That was the best spot of the day so far. Sometimes you just got to downsize and, you know, finesse fish. I got spinning rod, 8-pound test, fluorocarbon. So I'm picking up a fish on each point. It's not like I'm catching a bunch in one area. I'm having to move around. Having to move around some. It's a good sign though. Couple of fish out on this deep point. I'd like to have seen what that was, and I think I'm going to get to. There we go. Boy, it's a solid fish, whatever it is. Yee. I believe that might be a striper. If it's a spot, it's a good one. Holy shit. It is a good fish, I can tell you that right now. Yes. Oh, look at that, the hook fell out. Look at the size of that spotted bass. That's got to be that's at least 4 pounds. On my little hair jig, an 8-pound test. That is a beautiful, beautiful spotted bass. Awesome. Love it. There you go, sweetheart. Oh, that was awesome. Whew. Love it. So, just a little 1/8 ounce homemade hair jig. And whoops, I just got bit. I'm just bouncing it on the bottom here on the deep point. This point's got a little ledge. I mean, this is a point here, but there's a little like a raised ledge on it, and I'm bouncing this jig right off that ledge. So once it comes off that ledge and off the drop off, that's when I'm getting bit. Oop, there he is. Yeah, there's a school on this point. So my guess that was a big spot, because everything I'm catching here are spots. Homemade jig. That's a 1.5 pound spot. You'll notice my jig here is brightly colored, and there's a very specific reason why I use this color. If you've ever seen a school of shad, there's millions of shad in the school. They're all the same color. I want my lure to stand out. I don't want to look like every other, you know, all the bait that they're looking at. I want my lure to look completely different. That way they can, you know, pick it out. Easier for them to target it. So I'm setting in 25, 30 feet of water. I'm probably throwing up into, I don't know, 12 feet or so. nice little concentration of fish I found here. Oh, he hit me on the drum. Son of a gun. Now at times in the winter like this, they'll really school up on these points. You might catch 20 or 30. Ooh. Get in there. Another 1.5-pounder. This is my kind of fishing right here. I love it. Open water, kind of. I'm not throwing to the bank. You're throwing out into deeper water, and boy, I got a pretty good school. Oh, there he is. Oh boy. Hey now. This is what I missed earlier, I'm almost certain. Whoops. So got stripers mixed in with them. Back up a little bit. Boat positioning is important. You know, wind is drifting you, so the boat's moving. And I want to be to where I can I'm making the same cast over and over. Same area. Quite a little flurry right there. That's the way I like to do it. You could do the same thing with a jig head and maybe a small fluke or a small minnow imitation plastic of some sort. Got to be more. Throw it in there a little shallower and see what happens. Might have worn out my welcome. There we go. Nope. Fighting like a striper. Not though. Oh boy. It's another solid 1.5 pounds, 1 3/4. Nice fish. Just sitting on this one point, that's got to be what, 7 or 8 fish. They're slowing down on me a little because it was every cast there for a minute. See if I can connect with some more of these deeper fish. What happens when the stripers move in? Everything bites better because they got to compete with the stripers for the bait. So I've noticed if I got stripers around, the bass will bite better, the white bass will bite better, everything. There we go. I'm telling you, a good pair of polarized sunglasses really helps too. I watch my line. Sometimes they bite so subtle, you'll see the bite before you feel it. Oh man, that's a nice spot. That's approaching 2 pounds right there. Pound and 3/4 maybe. That's a nice fish. Another surprise fish. And I'm talking, it's a good one. It's my second jumbo white bass of the day. That is a monster white bass. I mean, that's got to be 2.5 pound white bass. Just a hog. Look at the size of that fish. That's fun. Those fish are fun to catch. So spots, stripers, white bass. Pretty good day. Most of my fish have come just sitting right here on this one point. Boy, there's a lot of fish on this point. Oh, there he is. Uh-oh. Oh. That's got to be a striper. Yeah, it is. I knew that's what I saw on my fish finder. I mean, that's a 3.5, maybe a 4 pound striper. Nice. Nothing fights like a striper. All right, I'll take a couple more of those bad boys. Ooh, it's another good one. Another good one. Another 1.5 pound spot. fish too. Another solid 1.5-pounder. Okay. I just saw a school of fish out here in deeper water. So I am gonna see if I can't figure out what they are. There you go. Sneaky fish. If I wouldn't have been watching my line, I never would have saw that bite. Never would have felt it. Oh, it's a good one too. It's a good one. Boy, unbelievable. That's got to be 3. Look at the size of that fish. That's 3 pounds, maybe 3 1/4. Beautiful fish. Jeez, man, am I having fun? God, just gorgeous fish. Oh, whew. Oh, that fish just hammered it. Oh man, it's another good one. Another good spot. That's 1.75 pounds or so. Just another beautiful spotted bass. So recently I was watching a video by Father and Sons Fishing, Dr. Randy over there. And he was in the Outer Banks of North Carolina catching speckled trout similarly to the day I'm having. So Dr. Randy, that's the way we like to do it. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description on this video. He catches a lot of fish, and he always has some good information for you as far as health and the COVID situation. Plus, he's a good dude. I recommend you watch his channel. The way it's fighting, this is either a striper or a... Yeah, gotta be a striper. It's not a big striper, but it's fun. Maybe 2 pounds, 1.5 pounds. All right, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining me on what's turned into a really good day of fishing. With the water temperatures dropping like this, they're going to school up on these points more frequently now, which just makes for some awesome fishing days. Caught stripers, white bass, and some big spotted bass. It just doesn't get any better. But thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. It helps my channel. It helps me be able to continue to do this, to bring you these videos. And come back and fish with me next time.